Hi and welcome to TF Live. We are unfortunately a little bit late, but that just means we're going straight into the action here. We have ozfortress Season 29 Premiership for you. Week 2 it is already, and we have I May Be Stupid versus AirPods on Sunshine right now, and Snakewater up next. Will be an interesting one, hopefully, and we'll just see how these games will go for these two teams. AirPods currently in blue, I May Be Stupid on red. We missed a tiny bit of action here, maybe, but hopefully not too much just yet. Just seeing that everything will be going over just fine here. Let's see what they're currently doing on the server. Actually, this might still be pre-game, which is very fortunate. We heard ready up noises. We tried to hurry this up as much as we could, but it looks like people are still DMing a bit, so good for me, good for Connor on production as well, to get things sorted here. Probably for the best of all of us. That's a win in my book. Either way, these two teams will be heading off tonight, like I mentioned before, here on the stream on 2 maps in a row. Sunshine first of all between these two teams here. Okay, we can't have missed that much, but probably a little bit of relevant information should have passed here already. We will just head straight in. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this match, this is week 2 in ozfortress Premiership, 5th against 6 right now, both teams with only one L to the name. AirPods on blue, I May Be Stupid on red. Looks like most of them went with what Connor said and put on the correct nicknames here, as we see a big bomb coming in, not doing a lot of damage. So Snatch goes down, that's about it. AirPods currently up 1, we're 8 minutes into the match. Second bomb by the blue soldier as well, not doing enough either. Gets 2 out, the medic will help force the Evo with some more players going in, but Scout 1 goes down, Scout 2 not looking too good as well. Pressure's going down here too, and this is looking mighty dire if Kai gets the jump, not quite getting that, or Pipe denies that. And that is the end of this little engagement here, with I May Be Stupid coming out largely victorious, if not for the medic living here.
Man, I'm not in the STV, so I'm just getting the full DuMmTm radio experience.
I mean, all you're missing right now is I May Be Stupid on red, capping up the second point, and that is good and all. They still need to be careful here, though. You see blue with huge advantage. AirPods might just take the chance to push out. It's not easy, but they're taking their chances here.
Big bomb.
Oh, Kai!
Now, DuMmTm, you would be so kind as to tell me what command I need for the names, wouldn't you?
Depends. Do you have it in the, like, conflict file?
God, I have no idea.
Actually, you probably don't have nicknames for set for these people, because I don't think I have actually any Australians in my fake nick thing.
Alright, well, let's hope their Steam names are semi-correct, because that's all I got.
As far as I read earlier, this is largely correct for the most of them. You can probably tell for the few that aren't by the fact that they look not like actual names. I let you guess which ones those might be.
Is Red Stemmerman really called Snatch? Alright, well, looks like they're going in for an Uber here, and only 50% here for I May Be Stupid.
Yes, maybe, but for now, the push seems to be working. So much cap time for them here, and the medic just sneaks back on after the scout dies. Really quick timing there for Halfrong to make that work.
I mean, I saw like 30% of that round, so I have really nothing important to say about it.
I mean, the important part is that it's tied up again, right? We joined 1-0 in. I May Be Stupid just with nice momentum into last, and into like having to deal with this on second as well, actually holding this together quite nicely. Into map mid-fight number 3 here right now on this map 1 between these two teams.
Yeah, AirPods spreading out a bit more. I feel like I May Be Stupid here on the defense, but they dropped a Solly and they're still kind of choked up here. Literally, they're going to get forced out.
And that's weak as well. If someone can maybe get a good jump in, they could maybe chase this one down all the way for them on the red side here. No one's quick enough to do it though, so blue Matt getting out of here alive with 2 scouts as well, really fast. That's still a thing at the moment. Who knows for how much longer. Gotta make use of it while you can. For now, they will be profiting from this, having the medic up. Deciding to destroy the gun immediately. That's kind of weird as the bomb comes in and takes it down yet again. Only the gun though. So it's not a big disaster here. Kai going down for it as well. So I guess the gun did what it's supposed to, eat some damage. And we're back to even on last. I May Be Stupid in full control right now, and this even was stalemate, putting Kai straight to sniper with this as well here.
Get on the Kai cam. I don't know who this man is, but he's going to hit some heads. I can feel it. Never mind, Uber gets forced. Alright, sniper's useless.
He was a bit too late there. The sack actually came in really quick from AirPods as well. And that's kind of what
standing
on
stickies,
right?
guys! Oh my god. Kai is just standing on 2 stickies.
I mean, the
He has
damage
AirPods in, he
here,
can't hear us.
Oh no! Someone help him.
Alright,
No one was
that's
that check with. Oh, Dip is trying to flex on them. He's trying to. Oh, never mind. He's just going straight in. He was wallbugging for a second there. Just decides, nah, well, never mind. They're right here. Let me go for the kill. Didn't quite get it. That's weak, but that's not enough. And they're 2 down already. They really cannot afford to stay here. So they will have to fall back the entire way back to mid and still wait for spawners even then. So maybe that's just a quick sack coming here.
Yeah, I mean, they're down a soldier, so they know there's only 1 soldier coming in for the bomb. Gets the force anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe they could rotate their scouts there. But anyway, Uber trade comes out. Much better Uber here. As Red's demo jumps through into the 1v1. Demo 1v1. MGE. Never mind, the scout's in.
Is it the scout
the
winning?
bottle
It is the
comes
scout.
out.
No, no, he hit the pipes. Snatch does it himself, doesn't need no scouts with him. They still lost a few people here, still need to be worried about the last soldier alive here, but that's the only thing they have to worry about. Medic getting out once again is always a little bit unfortunate. It is advantage, but not a ton for them. Soldier still in the backlines as well, like I mentioned, so it's not all fine and dandy just yet, but overall, this worked pretty well here. The Uber was just a good bit better for them in the end. Like you said, they caught people leaving from mid after the initial exchange, and that's really just enough to open this up all the way into second. For I may be stupid here, so second back in their control.
Yeah, and I may be stupid, lost a Sully right before AirPods tried to push into mid there. And, or sorry, other way around. And I think in that situation, when the other team has a soldier down and you're trying to push in through a choke, you really want your 2 scouts there to deny. But anyway, Uber comes in straight onto the gun. Gun distracting, and the Uber's already gone, so the gun was in a really weird position
they
there.
Need to block this, and
Wow.
they're not fast enough. They had Uber as well. This is like such a common sight as well in like any division really, where people just don't dare contest the cap too much unless they have, and if you just are quick enough with all your cap, you might just be able to sneak this one away. Just enough to win it out before they can do anything about it. Good timing there for the red team.
I feel it's actually more of a thing in the higher divisions where people are so scared to die and lose their life that they actually really don't want to contest point a lot of the time.
Works out for maybe stupid. They're in the lead now. We joined as they were down. They made it all the way back here. Let's see if they can keep the comeback together. For now, struggling to keep control here on the mid fight right now. Force back at least a little bit. DuMmTm coming in as well. Scouts taking high ground control as well. Precious will trade for that one. But is it good enough? They lose a soldier trying to go on the backlines here. Not looking too good for AirPods just yet. They might have to leave all the way here. Already falling back into choke. And they're so weak already. Kelski goes down. Soldier distracted a little bit. Let's give Medic escape. But surely there's a bit of a chase coming here.
I don't know, it looks like he's just barely going to get out with his demo. Oh, the scout's in, 1 pipe! And the scout backs off. Sully switches in, tags in, but the scout's going to chase him down.
Ooh, the
Oh,
patch
they're
actually spawns in time there.
Yeah, they could just push out here. I mean, they could take this fight pretty easily. If Precious can really just clean up, force the Uber. Now, this Uber's going to be a little bit better for AirPods here, with 1 extra person in the Uber for I may be stupid, but they back out and just settle with the mid cap.
Yeah, AirPods just had the numbers to really contest it really nicely. That's the bad part about this. The chase was justified enough, but it falling apart so quickly just means they have the numbers. Dip into choke, hides around the corner, high bomb in, kills the medic, some bonus damage as well. They clean up nicely for this 2, 3, 4 people down in a second here, maybe? People are already weak. They do clean up everything though. MG with the pipes, just no holding back. Ooh, another one on top of that. It's aim assist pipes, but it's still a nice shot, I guess. They had no choice but to go in there. After you lose your medic to just a little bit of negligence like that, you just need to have all go in here to try to make up for it.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just kind of leapfrogging here, you know? Trading mid-fights. Eventually someone will get a really nice push, and then maybe we'll get to see Kai stand on stickies and sniper again.
This will slow down for a moment here, I suppose. It's even worse right now. Both medics died close enough to each other that like no one really has advantage out of this one. Both building to make up for anything they might have lost here, but it's like 10% to AirPods right now on blue, so they really cannot do a lot with this, I would imagine. They will just have to sit back here and find a way to break the stalemate, and it is specifically AirPods having to break the stalemate right now. They are on the downside right now of this match here, only by 1, and there's still plenty of time left to play, but the longer this takes, the worse it will get for them.
Are you sure you're not mixing the teams though?
No, I have them the correct way around here, I believe.
I think it's the wrong way on stream then, because it says AirPods are 2-1 up. But anyway.
Let me cross-reference. Kelski is on. I may be stupid. I am! Rossman down. I must have pressed my button one too many times.
Anyway, bomb coming in, doesn't force half wrong. Actually, Dutchy's still behind, but he's going to get forced out here as the whole team turns to look at him. And now, one Sully down, one Sully low. Will AirPods feel like forcing another Sully back in? One Sully going into Cafe, feeling about it, but no, we're back to a stalemate.
AirPods very much have all reason to play safe right now, I suppose, so justified enough to not go deep here. I may be stupid, make the mistakes right now. We'll see if they will. I mean, one soldier sack right now is not much of a risk being taken just yet, but as time goes on here, the pressure to do that will become more and more, and it's just AirPods going to be on the defense right now.
I think I May Be Stupid really just needs to send in that Dutchy, you know, their 10 ping player. Let the ping do its thing and let some rockets be hit. That's what I'd do.
When was the last time you had 10 ping?
When I lived in Germany. It was 5. And let me tell you, those were glorious days.
Well, here come the sacks. Double sack as well. Both soldiers trying to go deep here. No one's getting too close just yet. Ray having a little bit of time over the soldier, but it will be resumed pretty quickly, so neither sack doing too much. At least one of them lives. Here comes the counter sack Dip taking some chances here, but just straight into 2 scouts. No chance to do much there.
Yeah, I think Half Wrong literally took 0 damage in that double Sully sack, so good positioning from Half Wrong.
Yeah, on good point. Yeah, and they just get away with this force. Got 3 for now. And hey, if this is all I May Be Stupid has to offer, then they don't have to worry much. So, like I said, all the pressure on them.
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute down on the clock, and all that's happened is a soldier has died. So another Sully in, Daducci in, Half Wrong caught out, forced. That was a very good pop. Very well timed to the last second also before it was quite needed.
Also pretty solid on the bomb there as well, just nicely delayed. Yeah. Which matters so much actually, like double bombs at the exact same time are sometimes really bad, because how likely are you going to actually shoot at the same time as well? So medic serves one and then you have to hit the sick air shot. This time was easy for them, one pops him up, the other one hits him on the landing. And that just does the job just there. Dip goes down as well, couldn't get the counter strike going, and suddenly this is just all to play for I May Be Stupid. Taking it slow, taking it safe here, people around, sticks around, things to look out for, but for the most part they're just taking their presence forward here and forcing them back quite quickly.
Oh, the Iron Bomber catches MG, he didn't deserve to die.
No one deserves to die to that.
Yeah, AirPods' soldier sacks, maybe not as impressive so far. I mean, they double sacked in, Dip went behind, Kai went on the medic, but the timing was just off. Kai died and Dip was on less than 100 HP just in Cafe. Really can't do anything, so just a bit of miscommunication there where maybe Kai went in too fast or Dip went in too slow, but
I mean, on one hand, it's the situations where it's really difficult to do it quickly, but on the other hand, you also need to look at it the way that that's the situation that really matters, right? If this was any quicker by I May Be Stupid into second, they might have had like playable advantage at last right now. Unfortunately for them, that's not the timing for them to work with here, so it is a stalemate once again at the last. Soldiers already trying. At least they know where the gun is now, but that helps very little right now to actually get rid of it.
Like the dispenser spot, actually. Dip dies to himself.
I was about to say, that's the most exciting thing happening here. Definitely not the soda bomb. But yeah, I mean, if you jump in like that, you have to expect people to be aware. Oh, look at that, actually. They keep a soldier spawn to get the scout back to spawn. Standard thing you see a lot of the times in, honestly, not just high divisions. People started catching on to the fact that, well, if my scout's the one sniping and I'm the soldier sacking, might as well keep the door open here. It's not like they're going to push. Certainly Zay's correct here, have all the time in the world to get Karlski onto the sniper and take some pot shots here.
Clicking the stickies. 1, 2.
That's exciting better than other people on the server.
Ooh.
So he has that going for him.
Can't hit the scout, but going to peek the same little doorway. Scout standing still again. Hits him this time.
I don't know if that's the smartest idea.
How many times does a scout have to stand still before you can headshot him? Apparently 2 is the answer for Kalski. Peeking top right though. Good positioning though from AirPods, not really letting him see anything, bombing him to keep the pressure on every now and again, and I don't know if he'll be able to get anything here. He's just looking at the spawn door, but I don't think anyone's going to peek that.
Oh, Dip with the most unlucky second rocket there, trying to get the sniper. Got him out at least, but I mean, if he's still alive, he's just going to get heals very fast and be up in the moment again. So no big deal for maybe Stupid here, just able to take some more pot shots. They need to hit the quick ones though. You cannot rely on Scout standing quick ones, especially at this level.
By the way, he's playing ring around the Rosie with the sentry, but caught by it eventually. And Ray's on Pyro? He switches off Pyro.
I mean,
now,
who wouldn't
think.
go Pyro against a sniper, right? Everyone knows
yeah.
that.
I mean, is the squirt shot banned? Squirt shot
yeah.
is banned. I mean, he's on flare gun. Ray?
The only anything where Scout shot isn't banned is UGC Highlander.
Well, I mean, Ray goes down, but Kelsey gets traded out, so I guess it works.
I mean, sniper down is a little bit of like pressure off your mind, but is it really enough to make a play happen yourself? Not really. They put a spy up on the field as well. Maybe they stick with it. Yes, Kelsey is committing to that, so we'll be seeing that in a moment. For now, obviously, the one pick they had here didn't matter enough to make a play at all, so they have the time for that as well.
Ray is just ahead of the game. He's already on Pyro. He's been on Pyro for the last minute. He knew Kalski was going to go spy. Look at this. He knows.
I can't believe Fram players would be stream cheating on things that didn't even happen on stream yet.
That was an aggressive decloak, but hits one shot on the medic, so have to scare him, maybe.
Med took 30 push.
Med took 50 in. Now we gotta see the roulette. What class do you think Kalski would go next? I'm putting my money on Sniper.
Well, you're wrong. Back to Scout it is. Other classes haven't worked. Sniper arguably did stuff, but not enough in the end. Even if they got like a decent bit of space with it. Like you said, positioning was good of AirPods, so they didn't get caught by anything. Soldier Bomb, now beefs the jump here, gets caught on the door. Second Soldier decides to just follow through anyway, but they're not really hitting much between the two of them.
I don't really get what they're aiming for with these bombs. I mean, it's only really the flank they can bomb, and then the gun covers the combo entirely, so Soldier Bombs don't really do much besides wasting some precious time that you need to spend on capping and equalizing the game.
Yeah, it's very strange to see them going for not just like player picks that aren't like medic, but specifically on the flank as well, because they're going so deep, they're gonna trade. Speaking of going deep, AirPods taking some chances here, losing 2 already, maybe taking too many chances here in the end. Still in lobby, having to back off all the way. Soldier on the flank, has the gun to deal with, so can't make the jump through Lars to get onto the combo here, but they're still taking space. Players not yet up, gun down as well. This is as good as it's gonna get.
Kai's on heavy, playing behind point, maybe wants a flash, but he's getting it in the end, just about lives. And now he's going to be able to shred if he gets the heals that he needs, but he doesn't, goes down.
But it doesn't matter, he took all the attention to himself, and in the time that it takes for IBB Super to shoot the heavy down, all of AirPods just kill them in the meantime here, really quickly. Really good focus fight. They had a slightly bit longer Uber as well, not by much, but by just enough to flash Demo Man at the very end of the Uber after the heavy got theirs. Get a pipe going, got the first kill going, and just overwhelm them with that afterwards. So that looked like it might just be a round here for maybe Stupid play. The Uber just a little bit too quickly gone for them, and AirPods can capitalize.
I don't know if you noticed, but AirPods players, they had 3 players in the red there at the end of that fight. 3 players all below like 40 HP. So I think maybe just not focusing their kills well enough from I May Be Stupid, need to call their damage more clearly and focus it, but AirPods pushing into mid, Dutchy's going to get caught out, so that's going to be a soldier down. And they can use this to protect their med more. They know there's only 1 soldier left alive, so they can just play a bit more passive and clean them up.
Speaking of damage calls as well, I guess some people might not be aware the Solemn Vow is allowed now due to Global Whitelist update.
Oh.
So maybe the medics aren't on that just yet. It just helps a little bit to just know for sure what the best target is sometimes. We'll see, I guess. For now, it's a new exchange.
Yeah, I mean, both demos is in the Uber, playing it out, 8 seconds, and MG's going to get caught, but they're all going to clump up on point to catch him. They manage to get out of point and spread out a bit more. Kai's really low, so's Dip, and half on. Kalski might be able to clean all of them up here in dungeon before the scouts can help him. Dip gets an arrow. Oh, bit too slow maybe.
Yeah, once again,
bit too conservative with his ammo there.
Okay, already on point. They don't want to waste any time here. Getting one scout on point as well. Soldier Bomb coming through. They could maybe do this. No, not quite. They all get juggled into the air. But
Half-Bomb sees everyone juggled and just runs on point.
It's actually the opposite of what I might have expected. It's Half-Wrong on Grossaw here, and I May Be Stupid with the Solemn Vow, actually. Which is not what you would expect, given what we talked about earlier, but it is what it is. For now, 3-1 it is. It seems like a pause is happening here in the late stages of the game. Comeback still possible, so justified to try to take the time and fix whatever's wrong to go through a pause for.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Oh, pause over already.
Maybe this was the longest GG lag of all time.
Longest of all time.
Anyway, this needs to be a great mid right now for Maybe Stupid. They really cannot afford much of anything going wrong anymore in these last 4 minutes right now. They want to make a 2-round comeback.
They need to make it really fast as well. They want some really nice double solly bombs early on, I think, this mid. Dip's in a good spot, goes straight in on the medic, but 2 scouts looking at him, and his other solly's nowhere to be seen. Fighting with another solly deep in cafe, which isn't what you want with 3.5 minutes on the clock, and you need to make up 2 rounds. AirPods, again, playing very conservative. Just double scout in their demo, playing around their shed. Both scouts are low and separated from medic. One goes down and the other will have to flank all the way around flowers, so they're going to have to back out a mid.
Alright, eventually the worst health on AirPods does come to matter despite the quick picks they got. Fall back to play it safe here. Like you said, very much have good reason to. They have a 2-point lead right now. They just need to hold onto it for a little bit longer here, and it's all on Maybe Stupid to try to take matters through choke already, getting forced quite early though. Getting 1, maybe 2 here onto Dip as well. That's a few nice picks to have, but this is going to be enough to really win out the fight quickly here, because Halfrong still has Uber in hand.
Tugonbi has no Uber here, so they could catch him out as he leaves choke all alone.
They're definitely
he's on
threatening
the
it,
scout
and
now, so...
Yeah, they're definitely just threatening the fact that they still have here. Just walk forward despite being like 2-3 down at the time, and just say, if you want to fight us, you need to get past this Uber. And I may be stupid, not stupid enough to fall for that right now. They know they don't have much time, but going into the fight like that, it's not a great idea. So perching up back with their own spawns again and just walk over everything that isn't on the beam.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I May Be Stupid are putting up a good fight. They might get another round here if they're quick enough, but you have to remember, once they win this round, they have another minute and a half or so.
Well, you say this, they just got drop onto Armrog as well.
Oh!
Soda just jumps in alone, catches the medic on the way out from lobby, and there you go. That is the advantage. This needs to like get resolved in like 20 seconds though if you want to have like even just a mighty.
Yeah, they can't even really wait for this Uber. They're just straight in. Can they just cap it out?
So far.
Raise on
yes,
point?
They can. This is very much still doable, but needs to be a cleaner round than the last one here. If they want to have a chance right now, this needs to be just a straight wipe on mid pretty much. They almost took more time than they have left here right now for the last round, so...
Yeah, last mid, they, I think that Dutchy went behind the whole mid and just distracted another Solly for the whole mid, but this mid, they really need to go with fast. Dutchy's on the demo already, but can't get him with the 1 rocket, and they really need to be fast here. Ape, I don't know if his name is Ape, he's already in. Does a lot of damage, but no follow-up from the rest of his team, and now Dutchy's looking for a sack, but he gets low, forced out into Cafe, as Sky gets the medic below point, and yeah, I don't know if it's recoverable anymore. I mean, a minute to have your whole team respawn and get back to mid and cap it.
Against full ad now as well, the USO comes out here. We talked about the medic melee choices, I guess in this case it actually does matter. For AirPods here now, this should be undoable right now. This is just the victory lap for them right now. Able to do whatever they please with this Uber right now. Dip's already just checking out second, seeing what's there, and it's not much left anymore. No one spawns in time to really make a fight out of this right now, so AirPods taking this second point as well. Maybe have a chance to put up a fight on last. It needs to be a quick one to get around.
Another round. So ruthless.
I respect it.
They're trying to squeeze every last drop of honor out of this game. Sentries down,
looks like it's
on point.
Well.
Everyone with a stacking point. 1 more round on the board, no mercy.
This is, for context, if you look at the time we had, like 140 at the time, and then on the last round, very much doable to get around at this time. However, not for the team that really needed it right now. So AirPods just gets 1 more on the board, and yeah, really well played for them. Take the win on map number 1 here. Teams 2. I mean, yeah, you can't bring your own alcohol in there, but I mean, that didn't stop people before.
That's definitely performance enhancing for me, but...
Either way, we're back live with map number 2 here. It is Snakewater up next here. I'm Stupid still on blue, AirPods still on red. Going up with the first map here for themselves here. Let's see what the second map can bring on this first mid-fight of Snakewater. Bombs already coming through, not doing a ton just yet. Talking about Scout Denial, already happening. Big pipe, keeps the numbers even. Can they fight back with this? Maybe they have players to do so, but this Devilman just gets walked over by the Scouts.
I don't know if you saw Tugonbi's schmovement that mid, but he was surfing.
Okay. Oh no, he got juggled out by a rocket.
I'm telling you, man, the movement to Gonbi is just too good.
Well, that was mostly the soldier saving him there. That rocket just perfectly catapulted the enemy soldier back out of Saw again to save the medic. Not let him have any moment to get a second rocket out on the medic there. So, I mean, maybe he schmoofed, but he also got lucky there with his teammate saving him. One way or another, that's the two things you need in your life, right? Doing well yourself, having a team that does well as well. Kai trying to sag through once again here, but much like last time, not getting lucky this time around either. And that will conclude the mid fight here with a very much not decisive win for AirPods, but a win nonetheless where they can take mid and take their time now to make a play happen here maybe.
Yeah, to be honest, when you mentioned the two things you need in your life, I was not expecting it to be about TF2 gameplay.
I mean, it was. That is called a segue. You might have thought of that.
Ah. That's like the thing you stand on, right?
Yes. It's like, you know...
Cool.
It's like the scouts, the segway, and the medic is the guy standing on it. And that's what that is like.
The medic speed is the segue, and it's being fucking broken for D12 next season.
Unlucky. Well, unlike a segway, this is not going anywhere just yet though. We are staying in the stalemate for now. Kai on sniper after his unsuccessful sack as well, trying to take matters into his own hands. The sideline is kind of there, but you still have to be reliant on people giving you something to work with here. For now, people peeking, but not the ones he wants. And Precious actually just walked in on him.
Yeah, he was kind of, he could see the medic beam that whole time, and I think he was kind of praying that Tagonbi would just like shuffle up around the corner at him, but I don't think that was ever going to happen, so goes down.
To be fair,
down.
Having watched Lower Div Highlander recently, I wish people did that more.
Listen, you've watched my Highlander. My medic will walk around any corner.
That might be true. Actually, no, I was about to say something nice, but I don't remember what I was about to say that. Unlucky, I swear.
What?
Either way,
you lose track of your sentence that fast.
Well, I mean, I tried to say something nice, I should say, and then...
you couldn't find anything nice to say, huh?
And then I realized that you lost.
You know, we've got a few points. Kai is... Oh no, Kai. The soldier took the ammo pack right from under him and he had to have a very, let's say, suboptimal decloak.
Well, you win some, you lose some. In Kai's case right now, he lost 2 in a row. So he's about to win the next one, right? Whatever it might be. Maybe back to Soldier. Let's see if I May Be Stupid is taking some chances here out of this one. You talked about the bombs needing to be good here. It's a lot harder to do any sort of, especially double bombs, let alone single bombs here, as you can already see. Hard tonight. They tried to get the scout in with this as well, but I think that was Kalski not doing enough of that.
How many times have I just watched a soldier bomb in a straight line and Snatch just puts him in the ground? And it never gets less depressing to watch. In my mind, I am that Sully, and I'm just constantly throwing my head against the wall of Snatch's demo.
They try on the other side as well, David Kai. Similarly so, not getting lucky, and I talked about double bombs being difficult. Example taken here, both soldiers go down pretty quickly. They do get the sticky dead on the demo man here, forcing an exchange in Saw out of this one. Their numbers down, but they're getting the spawns up soon enough to the point where I May Be Stupid might not want to take the fight here. Soldier in anyway, tries to take a fight, repush as well with the rest of them, get a good amount of damage here. Kalski on the medic can't quite clean up. They get in though with this one, so the distraction for the soldier work. Kalski with another cleanup kill here for himself, crashes with one more.
If he didn't get shot by that scout, Tagonbi was going to schmoove over their entire team and land on upper.
That was close to being great for I May Be Stupid, but yeah, not quite enough in the end, unfortunately. For what it was worth, that was a tough start to the fight to take, but they made the best of it.
Yeah, it was a.
But they were just stuck in bad territory.
They initiated it really well. I think the way they forced the Uber was pretty smart, but in the end,
and the repush as well. Soldier bomb in, instant repush out of this one while everyone's distracted. Quick kills with this as well, but they just lost that on in the end fight. Really, at the end of this one, you talked about AirPods maybe having better like team DM, better coordination between them in fights like this, and once again coming through at least enough here to make a difference, and clearly so getting all the way to last with this as well.
Is it too early to get you to give a score prediction?
Yes.
moving on then. Do you think we're going to see any off classes here?
I predict Precious to go engineer, actually, yes.
You're psychic, man.
How does he do it?
I kind of want to see Kai maybe just bomb in and die and then go sniper, but
Are you
just
sure
died
you're not
into
like...
Dutchie here on the flank.
I think you're like reflecting with that.
Oh, projecting?
Oh yeah, projecting, that's the word. Just
That-
living out your own life there.
If I was in this situation, you can bet your ass I would have died 20 seconds ago and already been on spy.
Oh, I would have expected heavy actually, but that works too. Well, they tried to bomb, but not a good skip jump there, unfortunately.
You know, heavy isn't the best for gully wash last. Oh, that's a good skip jump. Hands on point and dies to a
I don't know how that's related, because we're not on Gully Wash last.
Oh, what? Snakewater last. Oops.
No, yeah, but I agree, for Snakewater it really isn't. For Gully it's great, but Snake, not the option to take. Anyway,
Actually,
down right
I
now.
don't think it's great for gully either.
It's better than on Snake anyway.
Sorry, I'm trying to force a heavy pushing into last conversation here.
I mean, maybe that's just what they need, because the sacks clearly haven't worked. They have to deal with snipers who are already off the field again, and they're just pushing forward very freely. You need to be careful. You're taking a fight on second is very, very difficult. And the moment they lost one, they're actually just not even trying anymore. Probably for the best.
A bit too slow, I think. They're pretty tentative, kind of coming out of that lobby area, and they just when you're pushing out of the last, I think you really just need to explode out onto the point there and get some cap time going and get some space.
Even that's risky though. Like the moment you have to use first, you're in such a bad position because it's just so easy to be sacked on standing on point like that. So you need to be quick about it. But the fact of the matter is, like even that the better option is still not all that great. You really want more picks than that, or at least not have to deal with an Uber on the other side, and they had really none of that. So it really just needs to be a matter of
I think
maybe
Ray
finding
is
a
going
sack.
to catch Kalski here, though. Yep. So that's the first kill. Now they can really start moving forward and take more space to give Ray the space he needs to take some shots. But gonna be dangerous when Precious is kind of sitting there.
Well, so far they're also having to deal with all the sticks right now, and that's not letting the sniper get any deeper right now. This time they're clearing them. Progress is being made in this game here. That's character development right there. But for now, obviously not letting anyone really take space until Kalski is back up alive here as well, and suddenly it's just a sniper v sniper scenario yet again.
You know what's a really good map for pushing heavy into last? Metalworks.
Sure, actually.
I mean, Ray's hitting shots, but kind of keep on talking about heavy.
I don't know what week Metalworks is in ozfortress either. Maybe we'll see it in the next coming weeks. They still haven't paid attention last week yet.
You push heavy on even Ubers into last.
Precious just doesn't
you'll
care.
hit.
He's just in.
He's in. He gets the demo, but I think with Ray still being up, I May Be Stupid is going to struggle to get out and make some space when the sniper can just lock down and do a guaranteed 150 to anyone who peeks him. I say guaranteed, but you never know.
See, this would be much easier with the Girardi sniper rifle. That is just quick 150s all the time. Which I've also seen last week. You can't even imagine the things I've seen.
Can you like message Ray on Steam to go for a hero shot? I think that would make for a...
Just quickly, hey,
That would be good
bucks if you go deep. Well, Dip's already taking the chance. He's on the hunt. He wants to fight
coming lower, but... Oh, Kalski's back on sniper.
Well, something has to happen. It's still a scoreless game right now with 10 minutes in. Obviously, that's not like super threatening for anyone just yet. But sooner or later, if I May Be Stupid doesn't get out of here, it actually will start to favor them in about 5 minutes time here.
Yeah, I think AirPods are in the situation where they're all kind of yelling at Ray to do something or switch off, and in his head it's just, but I haven't died yet.
And like no one's helping making space, so it's just right alone into lobby right now, having to do everything for the team, and there's a sniper on the other side.
Yeah, he keeps winning the sniper v snipers, so it's kind of thing where you're not really doing much, but you're doing just enough to warrant not just walking back to spawn and switching off.
Oh, there you go, that's another one to the statistic here. Gets the kill going. Suddenly everyone's in lobby, crazy that. No sniper to contest with. Get rid of the stakes and start taking space here. Kai might sack as well, in fact, gets body blocked just as he tries. Little sort of 1v1 ensues. He wins that one too, at least. That's 2 down. Kelski spawns any second here, though.
Oh, he almost gets precious with it as well. The Uber comes out. Oh.
Yeah, Snatch just in deep
Half
by
wrong,
himself,
just
straight
holding
with the
on
side
to
hit
it.
as well. Getting another kill here as well. They can use so late as well. Ray keeps hitting stuff. Big pipe for Snatch at the end of this one. It's just a matter of shooting point here, really. And this should just be the round here. Dodgy on the cap, trying the most he can as one soldier against 3, gets one of them. But that will be the end of the first round here, yeah.
Ray had a very nice shot on a soldier that was trying to rocket jump back to spawn. I don't know if that was on stream, but...
Well, them being careful was justified in the end. They might have been really scared of Kelsey's sniper, but once it was gone, they just took space in no time here.
That's just what they need to be doing over and over again, I think. When they have that sniper, they need to be a bit more explosive and take the space, you know. If you know he's going to hit the shots, why not take the space?
Well, speaking of trying to take space, let's see who does that on the mid fight here. For now, it's Red Soldier going deep. Blue team pushing up a point. No one's getting all too deep down, taking a lot of damage. Still clean up quite nicely though. Scout Soldier down. 2 really weak as well. Nowhere to go for the Soldier in Kitchen right now either, so it will be I May Be Stupid winning out on this mid fight right now. One more trade in the back lines. And Kite worry about as well, I believe, behind lines for them as well. But it's a mid win for them, a much stronger scenario than last time as well here. Will immediately get them rolling back into this game here with some momentum all the way to second, maybe even more than that. Kind of backlines finally gets a kill, mind you, as well. So they won't have everyone up for last push either.
So both teams did a double solly sack, stat mid, but AirPods kind of staggered them a little bit, whereas I May Be Stupid put them both in at the same time. And I think having both your sollies in at the exact same time is much more useful, just from a perspective of distracting scouts. So you saw that I May Be Stupid had a soldier that was able to get behind and do a lot more work, whereas for AirPods, their soldier did also get behind, but he was so low when he got behind he couldn't do much. And Kai is still behind.
Right. They just take the chances though. They know they have ads. They need to take this fight, I guess. Trying to get to point early, but they just get sacked on from the spawners here. It's just a matter of a DM fight on point right now, and they might be winning that half round. Cap gets a sword. He has 3 kills now, I guess.
It's all adding up for the KD at the end, I'm telling you.
And I guess it's 25% Uber where they would have not built right now otherwise. Very close call there. Clutch the fuse, some might say, and they will be able to hold on to this.
They have an NG, they're not immediately pushing out. I'm a bit surprised.
Yeah, they're a bit afraid here. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they push out with an NG. They've done this one time last map, but the fact that they're not already on the move out probably tells me very blatantly so that they will not actually try. They switch off again. Maybe they're just stuck in their own decision making right now, not realizing that they have this much advantage. Soldier hiding and gets the demo win for free off the beam as well.
Bad.
Another one. One soldier just cleans up everything off the beam here.
I think I May Be Stupid here could bomb 2 sollies in, and if they need to, they have this Uber to fall back on. They just really want to try and force the Uber out. That's what they go for. But shut down by the scouts that were just waiting for that. So back to the stalemate, I guess.
Yeah, very unfortunately too slow to act up the picks they had here.
They had a really good opportunity.
Oh, they drop half gets dropped by the trap around the corner. Peeks too deep there. Well, there you go.
Well, they've got a good minute before the Ubers equal out, so I think they're not going to be slow enough for this one. Push in.
Pop as late as they can. Trying to cap in the meantime. Everyone's getting dropped, but it doesn't matter because everyone's just dying at the same time on the other side, and the medic just caps it out while that's happening. Lives well sacrificed there by 2 Golden, and that will work out just fine for them.
They really got in for free there. I mean, they got the point and they almost capped the entire point before they had to pop the Uber.
It's like we said before, right? People just are very afraid to contest before the Uber.
People are so scared of walking on point, man. Anyway, Dip's going behind, but gets caught out and called, so you'd hope the call here would be let's go in fast. Kai goes in for bomb. Tugonbi schmoves. Can't get air shot. Looks like they're just going to walk MG across point with Kalski, slowly push them out. That's a pretty nice, clean mid.
This will just work. There was a short moment where the medic was still very much close to where Dip would have coming from. They moved away from Saul very late there. Still works out, I guess, for the side of I May Be Stupid. Keep them alive here. Couldn't catch half wrong in the end. At least the one thing that did go right here for AirPods is that they realized what was going wrong and called it quits early to keep alive what they can here. And with that, keeping second alive for themselves here, you don't want to be stuck in last right now, especially with the mistake that costed them the last round as well. No chance for that to happen immediately here yet again. Able to just work on this damage right now, which is a little bit better for them. On the other side, Pressure's already on the spy, trying to
in Africa, chilling. You can see Precious is an actual spy main because he uses the cloak and dagger, as all men should. So he's just gonna walk in. He sees Hafong and he's so scared. He might miss his opportunity here. I mean,
he
AirPods
really is,
are holding super aggressive, but they're not necessarily looking behind.
Oh, no one's in with that either, yeah.
Butter knife, but can't get the stab. Yeah,
anyway,
I mean,
he really is a spy main. He has the knife where you need to play that one other random free-to-play game.
Yeah, exactly.
So no one would go out of the way to do that if they don't care too much.
Oh, they drop Ray and almost drop Snatch there to spam, but that was actually really unlucky timing there for Precious, as Ape comes in, hits one rocket. Because AirPods lost to Sully, they decided to hold close and get ready to Uber trade, and it just meant that Hafong was that further away.
They get him this time around. Demo down, Soda down as well. That's two nice picks to have here. AirPods needs to act of this. This is as good as it's going to get here. Let's see what they're doing out of this so far. Oh yeah, they don't use forever on this one.
I think Tagonbi Ubered on Kalski when he had like 1 or 2 shots loaded, so he spent the entire Uber just reloading.
No one was bombing either. Back up in the meantime as well. They all going to block with this, but it's not enough. I mean, sometimes you just need to believe, but it did not pan out here too well. They just had way too little firepower on the mid-fight to actually contest this, and the AirPods just didn't have to be afraid to win that fight here.
That was so, I mean, they popped the Uber on Hafong, or they popped the Uber to kill Hafong, but then Kalski just spent the whole Uber reloading, and then Tagonbi just kind of walked his way out. So, neither team's really too worried about killing the Met, I guess.
Well, it works out here in the end, because they are just, with the failed backup and block play, just serve themselves right.
They want to go in with this Uber advantage. Straight in, Hafong surfs not where you want to be, manages to catch Snatch. Pretty nice, actually. That was some movement. Tagonbi... Oh, a scout eats a rocket for him. Tagonbi still lives.
Oh, that just
dies on 96.
Oh, hey, Hafong gets another kill. Still alive, but they know where he is right now. And there's no way Sky gets there in time. So it's just a matter of hitting easy shots right now. Pax he's out. He beefs all of them. I mean, not really beef, but he just is way too far away from it to deal good damage.
Tagonbi almost got Uber there because a scout jumped in front of him and ate a rocket, but needed another few scouts to jump in front of him to keep him alive, I guess. They're so passive here in a lobby. They're just giving so much room for AirPods to take all this space and take control a second again.
Yeah, back it goes to AirPods once again. Kai already on last air shot in the sky, will have nowhere to go but back down into the spawn queue. Temp was made at least, but they were aware without off classes as well. You need that awareness. No gun that can just do the job there for you of shooting people jumping in. So staying in this right now, it stays an even game, 10 minutes left to play, and AirPods just straight in on this. They know I have slight ad, they want to take their chances here. Already one pick.
Kalski survives way longer than he should have, and that gives them enough time to get the Uber here, so they're going to be able to block point.
But only with 3.
But they can't really leave point. You see, Tagonbi is kind of trying to reel his team in and stay near point because he knows this is going to happen. And yeah, you're kind of in a catch-22 situation there where you can't leave point because if you leave point, the enemy team will cap, but if you don't go forward, you're just wasting an entire Uber, so there's really no good answer there.
This is a circumstance where you really just need to live to get the Uber and then you can fight and like block point. Unfortunately lost too many early. Even if they only lost 2, it would have still been scuffed. And the demo and the scout just got completely caught off position there, unfortunately. Foy maybe stupid. AirPods up 2-1 again. Let's see if they can keep this one until the end of the match here. Or I maybe stupid can come back. But now aggressive bombs by both soldiers trying to just deep dive here, getting on the medic as well. Losing their own in the meantime though. They just need to win the DM fight right now. No one's really all too healthy, but there's just nothing left for AirPods right now.
This is still very doable for Ray. No.
Well,
not
maybe
able.
He is
dips behind.
Not the healthiest people to pass with.
Sinks a rocket? Did he sink jump there? But
I don't actually think so, but whatever it was, I respect the attempt. I mean, if you just hit like 3 good rockets, that's basically it, but Preferably less than that. If you just kill one with 2, that's just so much extra time saved.
Yeah, you saw I May Be Stupid had a really, really aggressive mid there where they went forward after their med died. And it worked out, but their whole team was so low at the end of it. It could have been very easy for Bray or Dip to go on a massive 4K and just clean up the entire mid, but didn't happen. But it's just one of those things you need to look out for when you're doing a super aggressive mid, that probably your whole team is going to be very low.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. For what it's worth, it's fortunate that they just didn't time the Ray Dip commit together. They just was super off timing there. Would have been a lot more doable otherwise. If they just got to jump on them. As it stands, AirPods down right now on the game, down right now on the round as well, seeing themselves on second, at least with Uber in hand. So this is all not just done for right now. Or up around, sorry, AirPods is the one winning. I'm still getting confused at the moment. Whatever the case, I guess they cannot be too upset with this right now, but preferably don't want to be there too much. It's on I May Be Stupid to change this one way or another, either if they make a good play or fail it. Now AirPods actually take their chances. Still Dip going in. Kelski eats that rocket nicely with the buff, nothing to worry about for him. We're staying in the stand for a little bit longer here.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you're the round up, so you just kind of wait for them to sack or do something, and then you just respond. You don't need to take any initiative, you can just sit here and kind of let the minutes scroll by. Dutchy goes for a massive high ball, lands on half wrong, but no rockets loaded.
2 soldiers jump in, only 1 rocket lands. Something at the end actually gets the shot going. I think that was the demo man. I think Empty was deep enough to get like some stickies in there, because the soldiers were already dead and half round took like 50 damage. Will force to that in the end. You get a couple kills out of this one, well, 1 at least, 2 in the end here with Sky as well. No one's getting to Tugon just yet. The Dip almost doesn't have time for another rocket there. Tugon will hold, and that just about worked for him. The double sack. It actually didn't do it by itself. It needed 1 more piece of damage there. That, however, worked out brilliantly once it happens here. They're getting lucky out of this one and played well on their own defensive half of this exchange here. And it didn't need to be an exchange, actually. They just didn't have to use it all. Keep this all the way into last now.
I don't know if you saw Dutchy did a tier 5 jump into the skybox and then landed with 0 rockets directly on top of half wrong.
See, this wouldn't have happened if you used the mantra.
That wouldn't have happened if you had the meme spoon.
I guess. Although in most situations you use it, I just wonder myself, damn, I wonder what would have happened if you just shot rockets.
I wonder what happened if I wasn't trying to spoon someone. Kalski goes down, so that's going to go back into a little bit of a stalemate. Dip trying to get in, but nothing really to be found. He's just going to go back to spawn.
Lucky to actually get out as well. No one bother chasing too much. Not the biggest kill, I guess, to get here. I have never seen this in my life.
This sniper off class trying to push last with even Ubers
on Snake Water of all maps. Unheard of.
I mean, yeah, Kalski can just even like kill someone every minute for the next 6 minutes and just never push, and they still win. So.
Oh, you mean like Sunshine? Where that happens exactly. Like a little bit. And then got broken by switching off sniper.
Like, you don't need to take any massive hero shots, just kill someone every minute and kind of slow the game down, and you're doing your job perfectly.
As long as like people actually act off the 1 picks they're getting, like this one, Dip get out on the flank, will anyone take some chances here? At the very least, you can peek deeper now, right? Something can happen out of this one. Soldier peeks as well, just to see what is there to get. Pyro on the field as well. And no danger shield on the sniper either. Who cares?
Kalski's doing the same thing where he just kind of watches the spawn door and hopes.
You know what if he spawns dive and peeks?
Oh, he's peeking out. Body shots Dip for 150.
There we go.
Follows up with a body shot.
Oh, there we go. That was the attempt at the hero shot, but half long safe in the dispenser.
Do you know the door strat?
What is the door strat? You just peek through shutter and hope for the best?
You can peek through shutter and you can like peek onto exactly where half wrong is right now. And it's pretty difficult to spam you actually, because you can get right in the corner by the barrels. I don't think stickies even hit you in that position, so I want to see Kalski do it, but it doesn't look like he knows about it.
Well, at the very least, they keep rotating, which is still something. Trying to keep them on their toes, maybe catch people in bad position somewhere. Drago's near! His own soldier murders him.
Pyro versus Sniper, it just works.
One imposter remains.
I said I was making fun of it last game with the matchup, but it's being proven. Dutchy's
That's
behind
just a nice
Snatch
actor on the demo man, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Snatch even really cared. There was a scout in front of him he was sticking, and he was hoping his team would kill Dutchy, but the Uber
they were forced to
force.
step behind him, actually still catches one of them. So going down one as they get forced early, Halfron with a much later Uber there on their own half here. They can just hold this.
Ray is going in with this Uber, but Sky dies behind in lobby. Kai's on Pyro. So now we've got a different red team player on Pyro. So instead
whatever
of Ray,
the case, they chase out of this one and they just got completely destroyed for it. They're just taken apart in lobby. Dutchy goes deep, gets one more. Pyro on Kai's and tries to do whatever he can, but there's no spawns coming anytime soon.
Pretty much worst case scenario actually for AirPods, because you either want to waste time and win, or you want to lose around quickly so you've got more time to work with to get out of the golden cap danger. But wasting time and then losing around is pretty much worst case scenario.
Yeah, only 3 minutes left to go
work
here.
Very hard to take this away from a tie into a victory.
Else we will be going into a golden cap for map number 2 here. See what happens. But no one's getting just yet. Not as aggressive mid as last time here. People still trying to circle around on soldiers, trying to go deep. Finally, people commit here. It's I may be stupid taking over point with the damage they dealt there, and that's just enough. Kai in the backlines, getting Kelski caught at least, but there's nowhere to go for the man. Needs to win a DM fight against literally everything. Crash is eating a lot of damage, but Kai just can't stay in this and try to go for the kill in the end.
Iron Bomber's raining above his head, and he goes down. Yeah, I don't know, MG caught out Snatch there pretty early in the mid, and I think that's just what let them walk cross point there and take all the space they needed to win.
Yeah, that and like the soldiers got denied enough to where they might not have died, but they just were too weak to like do anything, so one down, weak players, all the reason to push forward here. Try to keep this alive right now here, they don't have much time left to really make it happen, so they're just taking their chances here. Snatch just gets bodied there between the two soldiers. That's a start, I guess, but they lost one as well in the meantime here. Both medics will have to go on weak as well. They need to be careful on how they use, on who they use here right now. They do have the option to use later here, or not at all, depending on how this goes. But MG gets dropped from it.
Oh! Halfron just runs away with the scout speed. And the refight, 2 scouts take down Kalski, going for Precious, but get him in the end as Dip comes in to slam dunk 2 gone B and clean up the mid.
Well, at this point, maybe it's just AirPods running away with it in general, right? They have a minute left to go with 1 ad push really left in them. This needs to be a really good last hold, and if they just get to point as easily as we've seen before, this might just be quick and easy for them to do.
I think, I may be stupid, really just need a good sticky trap. Never mind, no sticky traps. You really needed a good sticky trap here. And Dutchy goes down. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Sentry goes down. Heavy goes down. And I think that's all she wrote. But MG
spawns. Oh no, he has everyone to fight.
Mind.
That's on himself. That's the end of it. If they just like managed to save 1 more life, this might have been enough. Maybe if MG didn't kill himself at the beginning of all this.
It's always so sad when you just see the crumble. Like MG goes down, Dutchy goes down, and then you're just watching people die one by one. It's a depressing end to a 30-minute game.
Well, I don't know if they're stupid, but they definitely choked today. A surefire golden cap away here, unfortunately, and I may be stupid. Like you said, disheartening to see. AirPods, however, did exactly what they needed to do in the little time they had. So well played to them here in the end, able to sneak away all the points here out of this official. And Column says victorious, and now are at 6, I believe, or whatever it is. I am pretty sure that's how it works. If it isn't, correct me in the chat box below or in the YouTube comment section.
Bombed a lot more easier.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's wrapping it up for us here. I believe there's nothing else scheduled just yet. Maybe there will be one way or another. At the very least, there will be games next week as well here in ozfortress, so stay tuned for that. Go follow us everywhere, basically. Follow this Twitch channel, first of all, if you want to catch more Australian TF2 around these times of day. You can see all of our Twitters down below. It's core AU for Connor, Dems Irland with the underscore in the middle for Dempsey. Just literally my name for me on Twitter as well as on Twitch. I will be live tonight at 8 o'clock, which for anyone that isn't in CEST, that is in 5.5 hours or something. I will be watching random Highlander games and all divs, and then eventually Div 2 game. So this will be mostly funny more than exciting, but maybe also exciting, but mostly funny. So stay tuned for that, I guess. And yeah, do you have anything else left to say?
Yeah, remember TF Live TV2? Follow that, and there is also a Discord for the org that is in chat. Yeah, and so I'm making the big Dempsey return to streaming is happening in October. When I finally move back to Germany and have decent internet again.
So if you want to see an Irish person in Germany die a lot in sixes, you can do that soon as well. And yeah, stay tuned for what 9th place shenanigans happen in mid, and we'll see you guys next week.